Hello, this is Jim from Tech Buzz. We're going to give you a review of the IMOU Bullet outdoor camera, and it's pretty good, excellent footage, which is important. You've got cloud service, which you can purchase or not, or use local storage and SD. So this has got a 1080p video, active deterrent, cloud service, and you've got your H.265 codec, 1080p FHD, two-way talk, motion detection, 110 decibel security, micro SD card, cloud, Wi-Fi and weatherproof. This camera borrows a lot from Yale, and you'll see why in a minute. Not only does it look the same, the software is pretty similar too, and we're going to go through the app now. So let's check it out. So if we go into the app's going to look like this. And you'll have a live pane up on front, so you'll have your device icon here, your message icon here, so you've got personal and system information and your list here, and then you have your main menu in here. So you'll have a cloud activation code that comes with it. You get 7 days free when you first buy it. You go into your device, and as you can see, I have it set up the backyard. So you've got notification settings here. And alarm notification and the voice offline, so you can read when enabled. Arm setting, so you can check your sensitivity levels and all in here. Detection region setting, and your armed schedule setting, so you can pick your time that you want to arm it. So you've got cloud storage, local status, which is a micro SD, and your local storage setting, your white light setting here. You have your mic, your customized encryption, share device and configuration, and so on. So you have your download list from there, and in here you'll have your geofencing, so you can set the geofencing up on that if you wish. So again, the same will apply onto the camera. You can drag or zoom the box around which areas you want highlighted to record, and that and outside the grid will come up. So in here we have some videos stored. So if I pop this on here, view live, you can also zoom in on the app itself. So you've got your snapshot, speak, record, siren and spotlight. So you can speak on it, it's two-way and it's pretty clear. You press record here, you have your siren and then your spotlight, and the spotlight is pretty bright, pretty similar to the Yale, and so on. So you can pause here, stop, you can turn on and off the sound, and then you can change the screen here to come up like so, which is nice. So in here you'll have settings again, so again it's just another shortcut into where the device is to get into towards these settings, because there's 2 or 3 ways to get into it. So you view your history in here, in this pane here. So you have your local storage and your cloud storage, and you can pick from either one, and you'll have your dates going across the top there. And as you see, we just set this up and we've got some date footage there. So the cloud storage is up to yourself if you want to purchase it, but you can store locally on an SD card. And if you, for example, go in to the live camera, press record, it'll start recording like so. You'll press stop and it'll pop down into a little small window here like this, which is really nice, and pop up here. So you can view it then and there like so. Then you can edit the clips from there as well and delete them, whichever suits yourself. So it's a pretty simple camera, pretty similar to the Yale one we recently done, if you want to check that out as well. And it's a nice camera for the price. The only thing is it's a little bit on the bigger side than the other cameras that we have here. That's not a bad thing either. It's a good deterrent. Whether you put it on the front or the back of the house, it's up to yourself. Everyone is different. And you also have Google Home, Alexa and IFTTT if you need it. And as I said, you've got the geofencing. So this again is up to yourself. The geofence is with your phone, Hence you need to have your location settings on, and it's up to yourself if you've got privacy issues or matters around that, if you want to do that. But nonetheless, it's pretty good, so we just have it on and that's fine. But overall, it's pretty nice. So in here, as I said, you have your local files, you'll have your images there if you want to take a snapshot, and you can go into another experience program here if you want. It's up to yourself. So your cache, your device password and so on in here. And that's really about it. You can export your information, delete your account and device in here. You can use a fingerprint login, which I'll actually do. And that's pretty handy to have. There's a couple of apps coming on stream now with the fingerprint login, but now the problem is I moved on to a Pixel 4, so that's going to need app updates for face only login, so that's going to be a while before you'll see that come across in a lot of apps in general. But that's really about it. So you'll also have alarm notification in here, alarm record and the voice details there, and again, as I said, that's another way into that there. And if you go onto the camera there, you can set up the geofence as well here by getting a box and cutting out some areas on the screen. And as I said, you can zoom in, but it does get a little bit pixelated. Now, one thing I found with this in particular is it's got faster connectivity to the unit, and that's thanks to the two ears or lugs on the side of this, as you see, which gives you better access to Wi-Fi and quicker to access the camera should you need it straight away. Compared to some other cameras I have here, it might take a couple of seconds longer, but this I did notice was notably quicker, and hence to say that these do actually work to get quicker connection to your camera. So that's something to consider, depending on your Wi-Fi network as well. But I have found with using multiple other cameras that we have here, this is pretty fast, and I like that idea, and it's something to think about if you're looking for a new camera. It is slightly bigger than others, but again, not a bad thing. And that's really about it for the IMOU Bullet outdoor camera. We'll put some samples up after the break of the footage, and you can check it out there, and thanks for watching. Oh, this is Jim on a daytime test on the outdoor IMOU camera. Get out. This is Jim from Technos on a night test here on the IMOU outdoor camera.